Welcome back to today's Air Force and our special feature on Air Force Week Cocoa Beach. Now there's a lot more going on at this Air Force Week than just the events at the Cocoa Beach Pier. Airmen are representing the Air Force throughout all of Central Florida, including right here at Seaworld in Orlando. Seaworld is known for its acrobatic performers, and the park prides itself on its support of endangered aquatic wildlife. But Seaworld also has a history of supporting the troops. Their Here's to the Heroes program pays tribute to the armed forces, and over the years it's provided free park admission to more than 3 million troops and their families. So it's no wonder the Air Force chose Seaworld as a prime location to show off some of the talents of its airmen. Air Force Week is all about airmen showcasing their skills to the public. Now, usually when someone hears Air Force, F-16s or F-22s come to mind. But contrary to common belief, we're not all pilots. The events going on here today at Seaworld give the public a chance to see the Air Force in a different light. And joining me now to talk about that is Lieutenant Matt Sanchez from the 45th Operations Support Squadron from Patrick Air Force Base. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for being out here today.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what's going on here today.
Well, as a part of Air Force Week happening in Central Florida, we have Air Force Day at Seaworld. And basically, in keeping with the theme of honoring our hometown heroes for Air Force Week, we brought in a large group of active duty Air Force men and women serving here in the Central Florida area to have Air Force Day at Seaworld, and we kicked the day off with the Star Spangled Banner being sung by Tech Sergeant Martin from the Airmen of Note, who are also in town for this week. And throughout the day, we'll have a couple of more Airmen of Note shows here at the Wild Arctic Stage, again hosted by Seaworld. And basically it's an opportunity for us to show the public what we're all about. Again, like you said, we aren't just about F-16s and F-22s, even though that's what we had in the sky earlier. We have these wonderful men and women belonging to the Airmen of Note who do tours around the country and actually around the world to showcase the musicianship and the other skills that the Air Force offers to those professional men and women in uniform.
All right, sounds like a good time. All right, and let's go check it out. It seems a bit of a paradox that one of the Air Force's lesser-known jobs is actually one of its highest profile. With fewer than 200 airmen, the Air Force Band is a small career field that is a big hit with crowds all over the world. Tech Sergeant Paige Martin is the featured vocalist for Airmen of Note, the premier jazz band of the Air Force. Her job is unlike any other in the military.
I'm one of about 7 people in the history of the world to have had my specific job in the Airmen of Note. And I waited about 10 years for this opening in this band, so this is my dream job. As a vocalist, I've had opportunities to sing in the White House, obviously for the President and for foreign dignitaries as well as stateside dignitaries.
While performing for the President is nice, the band's main goals are to enhance the morale of airmen and encourage young people to serve in the Air Force. Events like this one are a perfect opportunity for the band to do both.
Events like Air Force Week hold a huge amount of importance for musicians like myself and the gentleman that I'm with. We have an opportunity to represent the Air Force to the general public, and of course we have our hometown heroes here today, so we have an opportunity to interface with them as well. I mean, these are folks who are deploying, they're going TDY, they do all these trips away from their homes, away from their families, and a lot of them do a lot of things in harm's way, so we have an opportunity to interface with them and to bring some real joy to their lives in a day-to-day that might not be so joyful.
The band members particularly enjoy performing in venues like this one, face-to-face with the general public.
It's a chance for the people that are here to see the Air Force in action. You know, obviously most people aren't going to see fighters or planes, you know, dropping bombs, and so this is something they can see that is the real Air Force, and I'm proud to be able to represent them.
For me, it's great to represent the Air Force and to be able to expose people that maybe haven't seen the band specifically and the Air Force, and to get to see what we do on a daily basis.
And just like it is with many in the Air Force, these airmen developed a passion for what they do long before they put on the uniform.
I remember when I was very little, I saw professional big bands playing Duke Ellington, Count Basie, and I always wanted to be there on stage with them, and so really this is a realization of a dream for me. And this is an incredible ensemble that we play with. We've got excellent performers in every chair, and so I feel honored to be part of it.
I always wanted to play in the highest level of band that I could, and so as I began playing more and more and recognizing how respected the Airmen note is, it was a great opportunity. I auditioned as a civilian and went through the steps that it took to be able to be on active duty and to be able to come to the DC band. So it's been great for me.
And as for today's mission, the music seems to have had the desired effect.
Oh, I came here and didn't even know it was happening, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful tribute for the military, and everybody needs to see what else the military can do for the community.
It can get a little hot performing under the Central Florida sun, but for Sergeant Martin and her band, it's a small price to pay for doing what they love.
I'm really thankful to be here. I feel really blessed to be around, my Air Force brethren, and it's a blessing to be able to travel and do this for a living and to bring that to them.
On a day like this, there's really only one regret.
Yeah, I wish I actually had more time at Seaworld here. I didn't get to see Shamu yet.
My name is Staff Sergeant James Alston. I'm actually from Gainesville, Florida. So this is an area that I've been to quite a bit. Being here for Air Force Week, it's a great way to show the community that we do more than just fly airplanes and just wear uniforms. We also get to show them our talents, but also we get to show the community who we are as people, because sometimes you only see the Army shows or the movies of what military members are. You get to see how these real people react and respond. The community then finds out that, we're just normal people, and our job happens to be to put our lives on the line to defend the country. Air Force Week is just a great thing that the Air Force is showing the community how they provide services for their community and also for the country. And I think that this is something that more communities need to see as a whole across the globe. I got involved in Tops and Blue because I had a lot of friends that actually went through the program before me. So they told me it was an awesome experience for me to go and try out as well. So I took their advice and I tried out. It is like watching a dream come true. I have been singing since I've been 4. So to get the opportunity to perform for not just people stateside, but also people overseas, it's like a treasure that very few people get a chance to experience. You build team building skills because you work with different people and different backgrounds that you may never have, personally chosen to be around. But you get placed with them to do a task, and we accomplish it every day for a whole year.
Coming up, you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at America's ambassadors in blue, the Air Force Thunderbirds.